Earth is old. Our miraculous rock hasn't been inhabited by humans from the beginning, but the planet is filled with brilliant cities boasting thousands of years of history. It took a while for our charming species to settle down, but when we did, magic! Many of humanity's earliest settlements have been lost to the ruthless apathy of history, but the planet's oldest cities showcase a broad range of cultures and civilizations. Let's check out the oldest cities in the world. Whenever the world's oldest cities are discussed, Jericho is never far from the conversation. Located in the Westbank and not too far from the Jordan River, Jericho has been continuously inhabited for over 11,000 years, has been a significant trading post for much of its existence, and is even mentioned in the Old Testament. History continues to be made here. Jericho was the first city given to Palestine after the 1994 Oslo Accords. China has plenty of cities that date way back, but few carry as much weight as Xi'an. Formerly known as Chang'an, Xi'an has been inhabited for more than 3,000 years and also served as the capital for 13 dynasties, a total of 73 emperors, if you're counting. They don't call it the birthplace of Chinese civilization without good reason. It's also known for the iconic Army of Terracotta Warriors. Archaeological discoveries don't come much more famous. Luxor has been in the news recently after archaeologists discovered the complete remains of a Roman city dating back 1,800 years. Luxor is no stranger to significant historical discoveries, this being the site of the ancient Egyptian capital Thebes after all. Don't rule out more being found in the years to come. Luxor is an archaeologist's dream, but there is plenty for casual tourists to love also. The city is often described as the world's most impressive open-air museum, so put on your walking boots and explore temples, tombs, and all the rest. Cholula, in Mexico, is a dizzying mixture of the old and the new, themselves a Russian doll of sorts inside the very new and the very old. Cholula was founded around 500 BC in the form of two villages near water sources in the east, developing into the modern marvel of 150,000 people that we know and love today. Cholula is famous for its many churches, along with the busy markets and striking colonial architecture. Oh, and the whole world's largest pyramid thing. Mexico's two most famous volcanoes provide a dramatic backdrop to the whole thing. History lovers have been flocking to Greece since people flocked anywhere, so it shouldn't be a great surprise to find Europe's oldest city here. Argos takes the prize, a beauty in the Peloponnese that was once the most powerful of all Greek cities. You must travel back to 1200 BC for those times, and Argos today is a darling regional center with plenty to engage all types of visitors. History is king, of course. The ancient Argos Theater was built partially into rock and was also the site of a market that predates even the Showcase Center. Events and performances are still held here today, more than 2,300 years after it was built. Several cities claim to be the oldest in Central and South Asia, with places as varied as Samarkand, Peshawar, and Kandahar making valid claims. But the archaeological magic in and around Pakistan's city of Multan gives it the edge. History goes way back here, and Multan's timeline is a who's who of empires, from Alexander the Great to the British via the Mongol, Mughal, and more. Pakistan's City of Saints is a beautiful city with plenty of stories to tell. Multan is filled with tombs, but the historic Multan Fort is the highlight. The holiest city in the world's oldest religion must be pretty old, right? Believers and cynics have been exploring Varanasi for centuries, and India's spiritual capital has been the center of learning and culture for over 3,000 years. Varanasi might be even older. It is said that the city was founded by Shiva, but today it is a stunning city of temples and tasks. Varanasi is packed with temples, but the imposing 𝗕𝗿്𝗚𝗀 Mahadev Mandir is the oldest. Considering the city's age, it doesn't seem so old. It was constructed in the 18th century, but it remains a stunning structure. You can't talk about historic cities without mentioning Athens, the birthplace of Western civilization and all that jazz. Continuously inhabited for over 3,000 years, the great capital has been pushing the envelope since the very beginning, giving us everything from democracy to Western philosophy. Athens is a city focused on the here and now, but its thousands of years of history inform every nook and cranny. Well, that's it. Now you know about the oldest cities in the world. Got one that you think should be on the list? Mention it in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.